He is a father of 3 boys. And guys, he is amazing in terms of how he delivers the information, helping people across the planet and making tons of money, guys. I am going to bring to the webinar Mr. J. Michael Stuart. Did you make it to the webinar, sir?
Absolutely, Ms. Tanya Parker Forward. Can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I got to throw it back to you right now, right? Thanks. Because of Zoom, you can see my smiling face. I appreciate that introduction. I promise you the check is in the mail for that. You got that absolutely perfect. But seriously, ladies and gents, I got to throw it back real quick to Ms. Tanya Parker Forward before we get started. A goal builder here with this amazing company, with this amazing project. And literally by night, Don and Kate, guys, just doing some amazing things all around the world, helping some folks change their lives. So kudos to you. And thanks so much for being the host on today's, or tonight's, I should say, webinar. Well, guys, I get the plum pleasing pleasure tonight. Again, Ms. Tanya Parker Forward said I was a founding director, things of that nature. You'll find out what that means in just a second, guys. But I get the opportunity to move myself out of the way and introduce to you our very special guest on tonight's webinar. Now, just to give you a heads up, guys, we're going to talk about 2 amazing opportunities that are literally going to knock your socks off, right? This is going to blow you away. But you can see my smile, right? You can see my smile. I'm so excited. Right? You see her smiling. I'm so excited to have her on the line. This is my sister from another mister, right? We've just met each other in this opportunity. But I mean, we've just locked arms, and it's just been absolutely awesome. Her story is phenomenal. I put a post on Facebook today that says, guys, you got to tune in because her story will leave you stunned. This young lady was kicked out of corporate America, right? A VP in the oil and gas industry. But when I tell you that a setback is a setup for a comeback, he came back and kicked down the door of entrepreneurship like nobody's business. I affectionately call her the travel queen, but here at Planet Marketing, we call her a 2-star director, right? We also call her a top 30 income earner out of 17,000 agents in 15 different countries. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, I can see that you made it to the line. How you doing this evening?
I am amazing, Mr. Stewart. Thank you so much. I am so honored to serve for you and your amazing organization and just the company in general. I appreciate you and your efforts for putting this together. But guys, if you did not know, this is my brother in success. And what I love about this gentleman is, yes, he works this business on a part-time basis, but he has built a huge organization. He is also in the top 30 income earners out of over 17,000 agents. He's a coach, he's a mentor, and he is just a gentleman that truly has a heart of gold. And his smile is contagious. So I can't stop smiling because of him. And I know that we are going to unpack some powerful, powerful information. Back to you, sir.
All right, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, you said it, right? When you talk about powerful information, I mean, 2 companies, 2 juggernauts when it comes to business, right? We're talking about the travel industry and marketing. Now, when it comes to travel, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, I had no idea that travel was such a huge business, right? But when I took a look at it and saw how big it was and saw that folks were already doing it, the question that I had for myself was, did it make sense for me? Right? And then I guess what I want to ask everybody on the line tonight is a simple question. Will it make sense for you? Guys, we're going to show you some facts and figures again that are going to just absolutely blow you away. When it comes to the travel business, it absolutely makes sense. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, we're going to talk about showing individuals on tonight how to design their ideal life, right? And see, we're going to use 3 very powerful tools, if you will. Number 1 is the power of entrepreneurship. Right? And I can see that smile on your face because when you talk about kicking down the door to entrepreneurship, you did that, right? So we're going to show you how folks are really right now moving away from a W-2 society or a W-2 mindset to a 1099 mindset, right? Folks want to get out and do things for themselves. Then we're going to use the travel industry, again, which is huge. We're going to show you some stats and figures. But last but not least, guys, e-commerce. We're going to show you how to have an online business presence. Now, with these 3 things, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, we're going to show folks how to earn more, how to travel more, right? How they can save more. And then last but not least, how they can experience more. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, what are your thoughts on that as we break this down?
Oh my goodness. You know, for those of you who have not heard my story, he told you guys I was kicked out of corporate America, you know, but down here in Texas, the oil and gas business is booming. That's where it is. If you can get yourself a career, a six-figure career in the oil and gas, you have made it. Guys, I could have been that one that says I'm earning six figures, I've made it, I don't need anything else. But had it not been for this amazing opportunity, having something that I could build on a part-time basis, I would have been just like some of my other colleagues. When they lost their jobs, Mr. Stewart, they lost everything. They lost their mind, they lost their cars, they lost their homes. They were even suffering from divorces. They were losing their marriages, because we know that if your finances is messed up, the relationship is messed up, right? And so I was grateful. I was laid off from my job March 31st, 2016. Guys, April 1st of 2016, that was over a year ago, I got my director bonus and I got my weekly check. So how many people can say I lost my job yesterday and I got paid twice in my home-based business the next day, right? And I was on a plane to Baltimore, Maryland, Mr. Stewart. So this is an opportunity, guys, where you want to create something that you can earn more income on a part-time basis. I have a 4-year-old daughter. I have a 5-year-old son. They're eating dinner right now. My 18-year-old son is helping me with my 5-month-old nephew. Now, talk about somebody who couldn't afford to go work a part-time job somewhere, right? This is affording me the opportunity to be that great mom, that great aunt, that amazing wife, right here from home, and generate an income from it. And so, Mr. Stewart, do you want to unlock the power of who IntelliTravel is, or would you like me to take a stab at it?
Absolutely. Please take this one away. I know this is your heart. This is the heart and soul of the business. They don't call you the travel queen for anything. When you saw this, you took off, right? So please do the honors.
Absolutely. Someone told me that, hey, I found a way where you can get paid doing what you're already doing, and that's traveling, guys. And so this business made sense for me. First and foremost, there's 2 ways that you can come into the industry of travel, owning your own agency. The first is a traditional way. Go to school for 6 months, sit in the classroom during times that you really don't have time for, spend over $2,000 in your local community or junior college, and guess what, guys? Walk away with a certificate that's still going to require you to spend thousands of more on licenses, credentials, insurance, marketing, all that stuff. Or you could do exactly what all of our business partners have done, and that's partner with a host agency, which is IntelliTravel.com. They've been around for over 25 years. In fact, they were the originators of the home-based business opportunity in travel, guys. So if you ever heard of an opportunity that says you can be your own home-based travel agent, they got the idea and concept from IntelliTravel. Guys, but look at this, an A+ rated company on the Better Business Bureau. Guys, there's companies out there that we know, love, and trust, like Disney, like Carnival, like American Airlines, that don't have an A+ rating, right? So this is very powerful, the integrity of this company. But what I love about this gentleman you see pictured here, he is Mr. James Farrar. He's our co-founder and president, and I love him personally because, guys, he is still in the field booking travel. He's training on travel, and he is well respected all over the globe. And guys, what I love is that Mr. Farrar, if you have a question, if you have a comment, if you have a concern, guys, he will take it upon himself to make sure that there's a question answered, to make sure that that concern is addressed. And I truly appreciate that from a president or a co-founder, guys. And get this, there's an exclusive partnership with Planet Marketing. We're going to talk more about Planet Marketing, our marketing arm, later, but I just want you to know that you cannot own your own home-based IntelliTravel agency, but through the person who invited you here tonight. So when you have your own IntelliTravel agency, you have all the licenses and credentials you'll need to not only book travel and earn commission, but also save on your own travel. Guys, and when we're talking about the travel industry, If you are smart, you're taking notes. So I know that you need to write in your notes, this is not a timeshare and this is not a vacation club. Ladies and gentlemen, you will have access to contact vendors directly. That means that you'll be able to set up the amazing group cruises like family reunions, common interest groups, guys, wedding industry. You're talking about the destination weddings and honeymoons, anniversaries right at your fingertip. We're on social media all the time and we see people announcing their engagements, right? But we're talking about you having travel as a merchant, not a consumer. So now if you have kids playing sports, be that teen mom to book the travel and get the check, right? If you're in corporate America like I was, book your travel and earn the commission, guys. But church retreats, fraternities, sororities, all of these things are in the power of your fingertips. And so I love the way you break this down. This travel industry, Mr. Stewart, I would love for you to take it away.
Absolutely, right? Look, I don't want to. I want to just keep listening, right? I'm sitting over here. We're recording this, but I'm sitting over here taking notes. I mean, this never gets old, Mr. Von Thornton. It just makes too much sense, right? But when you talk about the travel industry and how big it is, this is phenomenal. Now, again, my background is in local transportation. You know, I've been working at the Transit Authority for the last 8 years. So again, I take people around the city. Right. But here with the travel industry, we're talking about moving people around the globe. And guys, the industry is just huge. The numbers are phenomenal when you think about it. We're an $8 trillion industry, guys, set to grow to $15 trillion over the next decade. Now, that's huge. Think about $8 trillion. Trillion, that's with a T, that's 12 zeros, right? Normally, when we talk about $1 trillion, we're talking about the national debt. Here, we're talking about our business, right? And why is it so big? It's because every other industry uses our business. I don't care if you're an IT professional or oil and gas like you were, Ms. LaVonda Thornton. You always have to get on a plane. You have to stay in a hotel. They all use our industry, right? But here's another stat that kind of blew me away. We're the #1 research word on the internet, right? The #1 category online. Now, what can you look up on the internet? Absolutely anything. Probably some things you should not look up, right? But guys, during the hours of 9 to 5, folks are looking for their next travel opportunity, their next vacation, where they're going to go, right? Every single day. So let's keep going. Who's fueling the growth, right? If it's so big, who's spending the money? Guys, guess what? Baby boomers are fueling the growth. That's that group of people that right now, they're retiring. They're at that age. They've done their 30 years, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, right? They put in their time. Now that they have more time and their money situation is okay, they want to go and see the world. If you ask 10 baby boomers, what do you want to do? I promise you, 9 out of 10 are going to say, I want to travel. Guys, they're fueling the growth. But millennials, this one, I mean, this is crazy. Millennials spend $200 billion annually in travel. Guys, think about that for a minute. This is that group of people that are graduating college right now, entering the workforce, but they're not going to grandma and grandpa's house. They're not going to the amusement park. They're going to Dubai, Italy, right? They're moving around the planet, guys, spending tons of money. So, guys, the facts and figures, the evidence is here. Folks are wanting to travel, and if they're not wanting to, they're already doing it. So, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, it just makes sense. The travel industry is huge. It's money to be made, and we're going to show people tonight on how we can make it, right? We're going to show people tonight on how you can get paid, guys, on what we are already doing, what everybody's already doing. So, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, watch this. We get paid 70 to 80% commission on travel. Now, I really got to slow down for a second. This is one of my favorite slides in the entire, this is the meat and potatoes of what we're talking about tonight. See, I had no idea that the industry standard was that every single time there's a travel transaction, whether you're renting a car, whether you're buying a plane ticket, staying in a hotel, right, or even booking a cruise, guys, there's a commission built into the price. I had no idea, right? I had no idea that was industry standard. The only way to pull that commission out of that transaction, ladies and gents, is to have a travel professional involved in that transaction. That means you and me, right? We can become that independent travel agent and pull that commission out to the tune of 70 to 80%. That's huge money, right? We're going to show you some examples, guys. So that money that we've been leaving on the table for years, we're showing you how to pick that up on tonight. Not showing you anything revolutionary, just educating you on what you've been doing wrong, guys, so that you can correct it and put that money back in your pocket. Now, we're talking about being partnered with all major vendors worldwide. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, I love this. We have a relationship, whether it's the Motel 6 or the Ritz-Carlton, right? You can stay there, guys. We have a relationship. We've been in business for 25 years, so we've established those relationships. No third-party intermediaries. Think about how you book your travel right now. Most of us go to Expedia, Travelocity, Priceline, somewhere online to book our travel, right? We do the research, we do the price comparison, we finally book the trip. Guys, you've already been doing the work of a travel agent, but you've been using these third parties. We're going to remove the middleman, go straight to the vendor, and guys, allow you to put the commission back in your pocket. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, I'm going to wrap up with this. What you get when you become a travel agent. I get excited about this. We talked about having an online business presence, e-commerce, right? Your own personalized website. At the end of this presentation, you very well know that folks can go get started and have a website where those people that we talked about booking travel, they can come to your site and book that travel and you get the commission. It just made sense to me. I don't know about anybody else, but it just made too much sense. Now, when it comes to marketing your business, we're not going to pat you on the butt and say, hey, you're in the travel business, go figure it out. Guys, we're going to get you started. We have an email marketing program that's available to you in your back office. Sales tools, print advertising material available to you in your back office. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, even business cards, stationery, and direct mail. It's all available to you. We're going to show you not only how to get started, but to run your business long term. What are your thoughts, Miss LaVonda Thornton?
Well, I tell you what, I was a travel agent before I was a travel agent, and I never used a travel agent before I became one.
Right.
So I totally understood what you said and what you meant by we've been doing the work, but not getting paid. And so what I love showing is our example of what our booking engine looked like. See, it's what people are already accustomed to, except your picture will be on here. Your contact information will be on here. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very powerful. People will get to choose if they want to rent a car, go on a cruise, book a flight, stay in a hotel, or even get their insurance through you. Guys, there's opportunities here. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me go back one. Here on our booking engine, you'll also have the opportunity, guys, to book passports and visas. You'll have access to so many different things, and you're going to get an email, okay, from when people are booking on your website. I had a friend refer one of his friends to me to book his Las Vegas trip. I said, how soon do you want that trip booked? He said, right away. I said, well, I can't book it right away, but I can send you to my website and you can book it yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, he booked a $1,500 last minute trip to Las Vegas. I did absolutely nothing but tell him my website address and I earned the commission. That was very, very powerful. And so you'll have that benefit. Your friends and family will feel proud booking travel through you. They don't know the people of those other websites, but they know that you benefit from it. And so, guys, there's so many different commission examples we can give, but let's just say that you know other business travelers. You know someone that they travel all the time. Let me just tell you, I was in the industry for over 12 years. So initially, we only could book our travel through travel agents, right? Corporate travel agents. And then as time progressed, they said, you know what, we're just going to give you a $15,000 company credit card, book your own travel, right? They didn't want to have anything to do with it. So get this, guys, I could book my travel wherever I wanted. I just had to make sure that I was across the country or out of the country and at the meeting I was supposed to be in. So guess what? Many corporations are doing that now. So talk to your business traveling friends and say, hey, when you book your travel, use your corporate card on my website. Let's say they do that 3 times a month. You did absolutely nothing but send them to your website and you earn a commission of $151.20. That's powerful, right? Well, guess what, guys? You do not have to convince golfers to golf. Okay, they have their golf bags ready. I know my dad does, right? And so could you imagine a group of golfers saying, you know what, we want to book our 5-day golf trip to Phoenix, Arizona. This is Scottsdale, Arizona. Guys, guess what? Most people that are booking travel, they know when they want to go, where they want to go, and who they want to go with. That make our job easy. And could you imagine that this probably would take about 30 minutes? Guys, that's $274.86 in commission you have just earned to make some people happy that were going to be happy anyway, right? Well, guess what? I love scrolling down Facebook. One of my friends was surprised with an engagement to a really dear friend of hers. He said, wait, I don't want to be your friend anymore. I want you to be my wife. Well, guess what? When travel is your business, you congratulate people different, Mr. Stewart. You say, listen, I am so happy for you, beautiful lovebirds, but listen, I can book your honeymoon, so don't forget about me, right? Well, let's say that it was your friends, and you say, you know what? I want to help you plan your honeymoon. What do people do after they get married? They're going anyway. So you put this 7-day honeymoon together, all-inclusive resort in Cancun, complete with butler service. Guess what? $561.79 in commission. That's powerful, right? Well, look at this. See, I live in Houston, Texas. I just did a ship inspection over the weekend in New Orleans, Louisiana, but in Galveston, Texas, we have ship inspections all the time. Guys, people love cruises. In fact, there's a gentleman on my team that booked a cruise just like this. 5 days, Western Caribbean, 20 cabin, family reunion, and it was not his family. But could you imagine collecting a $2,240 commission check? I'm cashing that check, okay? So you're looking at about 2.5 hours worth of work, guys. This is over $3,300 in commissions off of 4 examples. So you can just imagine that there's no limit to the amount of travel you can book, which means there's no limit to how much commissions you can make. But we told you, you're going to be able to save more. Guys, I want to share with you some of my personal savings. See, when you travel as a travel agent, you kind of become a travel snob, or you just check in different. You walk with a different swag, as my 18-year-old would say, Mr. Stewart. So I remember going to this trip. It was 4 nights in Canada. It was a business trip for my job. So my company paid for it. But when I checked in, guys, I said, listen, I'm a travel agent. I don't know if there's anything you can offer. They went and got the manager. The manager said, you're a travel agent. Well, guess what? We have a free upgrade to a presidential suite. It's a hotel inside of a hotel. You're going to get butler service. And I was like, really? Yeah, well, let us get a taste of that in Canada. I felt like a queen for real. Guys, that was over $800 in savings because my company would not have approved for me to pay for a presidential suite, right? Well, get this, guys. If you like renting cars for road trips, or even just because, guys, I just happened to be training one of the agents on my team, and I said, wait, am I seeing things here? Guys, I was able to rent a 3-day SUV. It was an Infinity Q80, 2017, guys, for less than $30 a day. That was over $300 in savings owning my own travel agency, because not only do we have amazing travel agent rates with Hertz, but guess what? IntelliTravel has even more negotiated rates just because we're so awesome. And we can offer our clients amazing discounts as well. Guys, 2-night junior suite stay in JW Marriott in Lenox Square Mall, okay? This is like top of the line, 4-star hotel. I was able to check in at the last minute at that, Mr. Stewart. Guess what? Wow. I saved over $360. And when I checked in, the lady at the front desk was acting like I broke the system. She was trying to figure out how I got that rate because it was better than her employee rate. And I had to remind her, sweetheart, you're an employee. You work for them. I'm their partner. I can bring them business. They're paying you. They're paying me different because I'm bringing them business, right? She said, well, I need your business card, right? But guys, I do want to share with you this amazing trip that we were able to take. This Bahamas fam trip, 4 days, all inclusive. My airfare was included. We saved over $2,800. But this is what we love, Mr. Stewart, right? These amazing IntelliTrips. I mean, who wouldn't want to become familiar with the product of travel? Like, it just, there's so many people that they have things to taste test and sample, right? They want you to try it out, try it on, and give it back if you don't want it and all that kind of stuff. We don't have to do that in our industry, guys. You're going to have so much fun earning and learning. In fact, you're going to have access to hundreds of free certifications. And this business is set up for busy people, guys. I was able to become a Jamaica specialist in a matter of minutes. We're talking less than 30 minutes, guys, online. You can start and stop. You're going to take these exams. And let me just tell you, it is set up for you to pass. They don't want you to fail. They want you to learn everything that there is to learn about their property so you can sell it better, okay? And so, guys, you're going to become better educated, learn more about the culture, learn more about the various vendors so you can help them make some money and you make some money too. And so I took about 30 minutes becoming an American Airlines vacation specialist, guys. And it was so fun because I was already flying American. I thought I knew all about them, but the training was actually very eye-opening. It taught me more about the destinations where they travel all over the world, you know, about the history of American Airlines, their mergers that they have experienced in the last several years. It was very incredible. And how to set up payment plans. Y'all, with American Airlines, I love booking them because with them, guys, you're paying $150 deposit or $200 deposit. And that includes the airfare. So your clients can go anywhere and you can make it affordable for them. And you are the hero or the shero, okay? So guys, get this. This happened 2 weeks, Mr. Stewart, after I lost my job. After I lost my job, I wasn't depressed. I was like, I got to find somewhere to go now, right? I don't have a boss to ask if I could take off from work. I can go. I got a phone call, a personal call from the business development manager of American Airlines. And they said, we want to invite you and some of your business partners to the Bahamas for 4 days, 3 nights, all inclusive. We're going to include all your food and drinks on and off the property. We're including your airfare, your activities. Y'all, I swam with a dolphin. You never could have told me that I would do that. And I did. And the dolphin kissed me too, right? So guys, I had fun. They say go to all the festivals, go to the concerts, free. I didn't have to spend a dime. $299. Yes, that included my airfare. But guess what, guys? We toured amazing resorts. And just like you said, we saw thrift store quality and we saw Neiman Marcus quality, right? And guess what? We have to know those things because we'll have all kinds of clients, guys. We met the managers and at the end, there was no contract. We didn't have to guarantee how much we would sell. All they wanted to know is if we were impressed enough, if we appreciated it enough, if we liked it enough to sell it better. So it was incredible. And so, Mr. Stewart, we have some amazing fam trips coming up because in addition to this amazing opportunity, guys, of you having this option open to the entire industry to you, guess what? We have booked well over $120 million with IntelliTravel. So they're like, wait a minute. If you guys are booking travel, we want you to book it with us. Guys, you can go on this amazing Club Med all-inclusive trip. And Mr. Stewart, I have to say this because in my presentations before, I would tell people, you're going to travel to some places you cannot pronounce. Can I tell you, those people had $400 out of my pocket, and I did not know that was pronounced Ixtapa, Mexico. I was like, here is my credit card paying for me and my husband. We are going, right? But a 4-night fam trip, Club Med. Guys, that's all inclusive. All we have to do is get our flights, and guess what? We found some tickets for $380 each. Perfect. And so, guys, we have cruises that are coming up. Carnival Cruise Line, they say, come aboard our ship. Everybody knows Carnival, right, Mr. Stewart? Like, I mean, Carnival did so well with their marketing.
Absolutely.
People don't even say I'm going on a cruise. They say I'm going on a Carnival cruise, right? They just took over the cruise industry. So you wouldn't think that Carnival need travel agents to come and test them out. Well, absolutely they do. Guys, they want us posting this stuff on social media. They want our friends and family to see us using their property. $199 for ocean view cabin and only $299 for a balcony. That is very, very powerful. So I'm going to pass it back over to you, sir.
Oh, wow. Listen, I don't want you to stop. This is, that was amazing, right? You took the nation on vacation right there. That was huge. I'm still there with the last pick with the festival and I don't know about anybody else, right? But I'm not even here right now. So I appreciate that. That was just great. But you know what, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, with all that being said, IntelliTravel just shut it down when they said, you know what? We know we have the best travel product out there, hands down. You said thrift store quality and Neiman Marcus. Well, we're the Neiman Marcus of travel, right? But they say, you know what? Even though we know that, even though we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, we're going to put a cherry on top, 3 cherries, if you will. First, a best travel price guarantee. I mean, I've never heard of this before in the industry, but guys, if you book a trip, oh yeah, it's no problem, I can unmute. If you have someone else book a trip, guys,
Sorry about that.
I did at a cheaper rate. Guys, you can literally meet, beat, or pay them the difference in a travel voucher. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, that's huge. That's huge, right? So now you can book yourself with confidence, but more importantly, your clients can come to you and book with confidence, knowing that they're going to get the best rate. The next one was a no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. This was phenomenal, guys. I mean, think about this. You get to test drive our business. You get to test drive it. Guys, this is a business, so there is an investment. But understand this, once you make your investment, you have 30 days to see whether or not you can travel like the travel queen, right? You can take those fam trips. You can start making money and travel. Guys, you get to test it out, and that's absolutely incredible. The last thing is a risk-free profit guarantee. Now, this one, if you understand anything about business, this is really big, because what we're doing, guys, is we're opening up travel franchises. That's what you're doing. You're opening up your own travel franchise with IntelliTravel. Now, if you know anything about franchises, when you start a franchise, they have you sign tons of paperwork saying that, guess what? We want you to understand that you will not make a profit in your first 5 years. Here, guys, with IntelliTravel, small investment to start your business, and then we're guaranteeing that you're going to make a profit in your first year, or we're going to pay you the difference back. This is, I mean, hands down, the best company, the best product, but more importantly, guys, the best guarantees flat out in the business, Ms. LaVonda Thornton. I mean, we can just keep rolling. This is absolutely incredible when you think about it, right? I mean, what are your thoughts real quick as we jump into the marketing compensation plan? Anything on the guarantees before we jump into this?
Oh my God, guarantees. I was like, wait, are they serious? You know what? And this is when I really lost my mind in the business. When I first got started, one of my friends from Facebook, she signed up with me. The next day, her aunt was murdered.
Oh, no.
And she said, I am so sorry. I cannot focus on this business. Our family just experienced a terrible tragedy. Guess what? I said, no worries. Remember, we have a 100% money back guarantee. Mr. Stewart, most companies, they take your money quick and they refund you really slow.
Right.
It felt so good to know within 24 hours, her money was back in her bank account. And so I felt good knowing that I could stand by a company that actually did what they said that they would do. And so those guarantees are huge. And I always tell people, if you have the best travel price guarantee, if your friends and family choose not to book travel with you, they're not your friends and family, right?
Absolutely.
So you have the best of the best, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, indeed. Well, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, now we're going to switch gears just a little bit. I love what you say about this. We're going to talk about the marketing compensation plan, right? I call it the referral compensation plan, because all we do is simply refer people to the IntelliTravel business. I mean, it just makes sense, right? We refer people to things all the time. And I love what you say. Some of us say this is an optional part of the business. But guys, if you know what we know, or if you knew what we knew, you would do what we do. This is not optional, guys. You have to take advantage of this portion of the business, or you will be leaving huge money on the table. So again, we're talking about referring people. Think about the last thing you referred someone to. I mean, we do this. We do it so natural. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, no, we do it all the time, right? If we hear somebody in earshot talking about a good meal, then we'll automatically throw out a referral to a good restaurant, right? Well, you need to try this restaurant. I had a great time. I had a great meal, right? What about the last movie we saw? We're famous for spoiling a movie, right? We'll tell folks they need to go and check that movie out. But when you think about it, have you ever gotten a free movie ticket for referring people to that movie? Have you ever gotten a free meal, right, for referring people to that restaurant? Absolutely not. Here, guys, we get paid for spreading the word about IntelliTravel. And see, I love that, because this is what I understand. I mean, folks are really looking for one or two things right now in life, and that's more time or more money or a combination of both. And this gentleman that you see pictured here, Mr. Donald Bradley, he put together a compensation plan. It's the strongest in the industry. It's the most lucrative in the industry, guys. And we're going to show you how you can refer people to IntelliTravel and get paid. But a little bit about this gentleman. You see his stats and figures, they're all right there, but just understand this. He's a highly decorated 7-figure earner in the industry. Now, I don't know about anybody else in this line, but I didn't have a circle of 7-figure earners. So I'm just, right? I'm proud to be in partnership with this gentleman. Again, I mean, tons of experience, guys, over 2 decades of experience. See, Planet Marketing, we launched back in 2015, the end of 15. Guys, so we're about 18 months old. But again, we're not a startup. This gentleman has the years of experience. But here's what I love about him most. Brilliant businessmen and women have one thing in common. They surround themselves with other brilliant businessmen and women, right? Yeah. I mean, the CEO of our company, Mr. Andy Kaufman, flat out phenomenal gentleman. When you talk about experience, Donald Bradley had 2 decades. This gentleman has 3. 30 years of experience, guys, in the industry, managed those billion-dollar global businesses before, but we're a travel company. So what he brings to the table is that international experience, right? That kind of just made sense to me. International experience and travel, right? That just made sense. But guys, his resume is really short. He takes companies from good to great. Miss Leanne Treckler, talking about adding a team player, talking about adding that franchise player. Ladies and gentlemen, she brings, I mean, a ton of success to it, right? You for Miss Leanne Treckler, exactly, right? I joke all the time. I say, Leanne is the man. She cuts the check, right? She manages the Planet support team. Guys, there's 17,000 of us in over 15 different countries, and we don't want for anything. We have everything at our fingertips because of her. Our customer service or our agent support is absolutely phenomenal. So when it comes to the corporate leadership, guys, IntelliTravel is not only rock solid, but Planet is amazing when it comes to the corporate leadership. What are your thoughts, Ms. LaVonda Thornton?
Oh my gosh. I have seen good leadership and I have seen horrible leadership. And, you know, I love the fact that here, Ms. Leanne makes sure that we're paid early.
Right. That's
never
right.
Never late.
That's right.
And rarely have we been paid on that exact date, but 99% of the time, early. Yeah. And if it's on time for us, like, listen, if it's on the day, we're all spoiled and stuff. She's like, well, you know, technically, okay, you're right? I love that. But I love what you said. This is a referral business. If someone would have told me, hey, here's an opportunity where you can sell travel and you can recruit, I would not have signed up. I would not want to recruit anyone. And what I love about Planet Marketing and what we have to offer, people I can't even keep up with all the phone calls. They see us traveling, they see us having fun, and they're like, I want to do what you do. Guys, this is simply a share. If you know people who are traveling, you found a better way. It is going to be hard for you to travel any other way than as an insider after tonight. Trust me. I've had friends that said, well, not right now. And just before going on a trip, they're like, you know what? I'm ready for that business, right? Because you don't want to spend more than you have to. But guys, people are becoming smarter. They want to be their own boss. They want to control their own financial freedom, their own personal freedom, their own time. They don't want to go out and get more jobs. They want to create an opportunity where they can earn money. And here, when people say, I want to do what you do, Planet Marketing is going to pay you a $50 direct sales commission. Guys, and there's no limit on those $50. So you can control how much money you earn on a weekly basis just by who you're sharing it with. Now, this is powerful, Mr. Stuart. See, we know people that we don't know.
That's right.
Most people don't know that I am an introvert. So I had to go out and I had to get this business out and share it with my friends and family that knew other people that I did not know. But guys, let me tell you, each time that someone that you personally refer to this business earns a $50 direct sales commission, you get a $25 match. So that means if someone earned $1,000 for the week for work that you did not do, you'll get a $500 match. Guys, that's the power of leveraged income. That's why the wealthy work less and make more. Not that they're working harder, They're working smarter. They are getting paid from the leveraged time and talents of others, guys. But then we have those amazing team bonuses. Guys, we are paid an extra $10 to $60 depending on where you are promoted in the company. I never appreciated $10 bills the way I have right here with Planet Marketing. And just to make sure you understand, there are no limitations here. Guys, they're not going to limit you on how much you can earn each and every week, and it's paid upfront commission. So whatever work you do this week, you're paid next week. People have presented me with all kinds of opportunities. They want you to work real hard for 30 days, 31 days this month, and then they'll pay you all up front next month. Guys, we don't know how much time we have. Anything can happen from week to week. So I love the fact that we have just earned or added 3 additional streams of income right here on this slide. Well, I want you to take a look at this illustration, guys. Let's just say you helped enroll 4 independent travel agents this week to your team, guys. That's $200. Well, you're not going to be selfish. You're going to show your friends and family how to do what you did. Well, guess what? They'll each go out and earn $200. You just earned $25 for all of the business partners they introduced. That's $400 in matches, guys. Now, let's just say you do this as a goal builder, and we're going to tell you exactly how to become a goal builder. But did you see those $10 bills appear? Ladies and gentlemen, that's an extra $200 you just earned. Well, guess what? That's $800 in a week. I don't know about you, but I know people who work 50 hours a week on a job that they don't like. They can't generate $800 in a week. And we're talking about doing this just as we are right now. I don't know about you, but I'm in my bedroom. I am in a corner right here on my laptop, relaxing. You know, we can work it from the comfort of our couch, our dining room, our home offices, guys. There's no limit to where you can access your business. And so, you know, we have an amazing builder program, and we're going to celebrate you early because remember, Mr. Bradley, he created an opportunity where average people can earn above average income. Guys, so we're going to root you on. When you help 3 independent travel agents partner in business with you, you're a bronze builder. Go out and help 6 independent travel agents, and you are a silver builder. Guys, it takes 9 independent travel agents to become a gold builder here. That's 9 people. I've personally known people in this project did that within their first few hours of being on board, guys. But as a gold builder, those $10 that you seen pop up, guys, that's what you are earning as a gold builder, the first level of $10 team bonuses. And then you'll get a 10% match on all the commission on travel earned by your personally sponsored independent travel agents. Guys, that's 9 agencies that you have helped open. That means that's 9 different agencies earning commissions on travel. There's a gentleman on my team. I love him dearly. I've probably talked to him 4 times in the 3 months that he's been on board because he is busy working. He just told me yesterday he's on his way to Jamaica tomorrow. He's already taken a cruise, guys. In fact, he's booked a cruise of over 200 cabins. He is going to earn a 5-digit commission, and somebody over here is going to get a 10% match on some work that I did not do, Mr. Stewart. Those are the best trips ever, right? And then you get that 10% match on your personal reps matrix commission. And this is powerful. This is that Michael Jackson money. Mr. Stewart, tell them how powerful these $4 are in our company.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what? You just said something. I got a good friend, Mr. Lenny Lewis. When you talked about earning commission off trips that you did not book, Ms. Thornton, you telling me that you could become a travel broker and not just a travel agent?
Yes.
That's crazy. That is crazy, right? But we're doing it over here with Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel. So, I mean, it's just phenomenal. But when you talk about this residual income, guys, this is the profit sharing pool. This is where, you start to share your business with other people. But guys, we talked about a lot of income so far, but it's all been linear or passive, meaning that, you do something, you get paid. Guys, here we're talking about a residual income pool, a residual check that comes in every single month, whether you're doing something or not, right? So, I mean, don't let the numbers confuse you. There are a lot of numbers on the screen, but Ms. LaVonda Thornton, you said $4. That $4 is so powerful when you think about it. Guys, you're going to get paid $4 for every single person that joins your business. And here's the kicker. whether you referred them or whether somebody else referred them, right? We call it being blessed by below or love from above. It doesn't matter how they joined your business, you're still going to get paid, guys. So this is incredible, right? Let's take a look. I love the way this slide is laid out. Guys, when you become a bronze builder, remember LaVonda Thornton just showed you how, if you help 3 families, we want to celebrate you at bronze builder. Guys, this is incredible. At just bronze builder, right? You have 3 or more, not 6 yet, right? That will make you silver, but at least 3 or more. Well, let's say 5 here in this example. 5 people that you've helped at bronze. Guys, take a look at this. If you go across the screen, $1,452, right? Right there, level 5, but then go up and add everything that you see to that 1,452. Guys, that's what you've done. See, every single time you bring on someone into your business, you start to help another family, you open up another level of this matrix. And guys, it's cumulative. It doesn't mean that you get just what's on that level and you don't get anything else. You get that and everything above it. Take a look at the silver builder, right? That's a minimum of 6 people, right? 6 to 8 people. Guys, look at level 8 right there at silver, come across. That's $39,360. And then add everything on top of that. That's what's available to you just by helping 8 people join the business, right? Guys, that's amazing when you think about it. We're not talking about hundreds of people that you personally talk to, but we're talking about being a blessing to at least 6 to 8 people. And then level 9, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, I think you killed this. At Gold Builder, the 3 additional streams were enough. But then, just opening up the entire compensation plan, we're talking about $118,000 on level 9, and then adding everything above that to you every single month. Guys, it's phenomenal. We're well over $150,000, right? This is, I just saw a chat that these are great breakdowns. This presentation is phenomenal. Guys, I really hope you get that. The residual compensation plan here is absolutely incredible. And it's just yet another way that we get paid here in Planet Marketing. Guys, the proof is in the pudding, right? Folks see this type of income and they shy away from it. They say, can you really make that type of money? The evidence is already here. Now, I was on the phone with a gentleman earlier, Ms. LaVonda Thornton. You know this gentleman well, worked at Papado's restaurant. Wow. Right? He called himself part of the Moteaser tribe. That means when he walked to the table, he would ask people if they wanted Moteaser, right? But now, in just this check, several different checks that he gets, but in just this check alone, well over, $20,000, Ms. LaVonda Thornton. It's incredible what we have here with the residual income matrix, guys. So it's not about what could happen. It's about what's already happening for not just that gentleman, but for thousands all around the planet. So we can move on. We can keep going to the next slide. This is, incredible. If you can see this, guys, hold on one sec. We're going to talk about the director program. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, you are a 2-star director. I need your input on this slide. If you can tell the folks why this is the envy of the industry, what it means to be a director, and what these bonuses mean. If you could just touch on that, and I'll come back and help you out.
Oh my gosh. You know what it means? More money on the table.
Absolutely.
And the company just wants to show their gratitude that you are helping them grow and helping them to become a household name. And so they feel that as soon as you hit directorship, guys, you are going to get it. Today is May 1st. Yesterday, I could not keep up with all the directors that were popping. Why? Because as soon as you hit the numbers that you see on this slide that Mr. Stuart is going to explain to you all, guys, guess what? You're paid. And they say, they have up until 72 hours to pay our director bonus. But I got my director bonus today. How about you, Mr. Stuart?
That would be me.
Yes. So, guys, this is very powerful because I didn't come with a lot of experience like Mr. Stuart, but I've heard there's companies out there that you qualify for this position as a director in those companies, and then you have to requalify the following month, and then in 90 days, you actually get the bonuses here. There are people that literally hit this position yesterday at 7:30 p.m. as a 2-star director. You know, Miss Amy hit it yesterday afternoon, guys, and today she earned her director bonus at the position that she had just hit less than 24 hours the day before, right? But see, at our director program, guys, you're celebrated at all the company events, local events, regional events, national events, international events, and the company really lay out the red carpet for you. Guys, as 1-star directors, you are guaranteed $1,000. That's why we have well over 100 directors. I would say 75% of them are adding this income to their households, working it on a part-time basis. I did not quit my job. I was kicked off my job. Guys, in my mind, I was going to earn 6 figures in corporate America and from home, right? But there was a different plan, right? And so, Mr. Stewart, they really need to understand that this is not about you going out achieving these numbers. This is all about you helping some people who understand that they can help some people. And guys, you're going to grow a team, and that team is going to grow with you and in spite of you even, right? Well, guess what, guys? Mr. Stewart is going to talk about these different levels of directorship.
Ms. LaVonda Thorne, you hit the nail on the head when you talked about a team, right? Individuals win games, but teams win championships. And when your team starts to gel, when you guys start to, work in unison and go out and decide to help more and more families, guys, every single time, these increments of hundreds, right, here that we're going to show you, guys, we're going to add additional money to this monthly stipend. It's incredible. Let's start right here at 1 star. Ms. LaVonda Thorne did a great job of showing you what the director bonus is, but take a look at this. We're going to break it down. Guys, it's just 100 families. And again, this isn't you personally going out and sponsoring or not recruiting, but sponsoring or helping 100 people yourself. This is your team. This is you guys collectively, right? Together, we all achieve more. Guys, 100 ITAs, $500 is your bonus starting out. But guys, take a look right over here to the left. Now, let's not shake a stick at this $500, first of all. That's an additional $6,000 per year. Imagine going into your job right now and asking your boss, you know what, I need a $6,000 raise. Let me know how that turns out. All right, that's probably not going to be too good. But take this out, guys. $1,000 is the guarantee at 1-star director. See, Mr. Donald Bradley says, you know what, if you're not making at least $1,000, we're going to pay you the difference. So guys, forget the 500 at 1-star, you're guaranteed $1,000. That's an additional $12,000 per year. Ladies and gents, not to mention the $10 team bonuses that go along with that. But we'd be here all night and you would be up all night if we explained to you exactly how that works. But just understand, it will blow your mind. Guys, 2-star is 300 ITAs. Again, you're going to go from that 500 to a guaranteed 1,000 at 2-star, guys, and it's double your pay in May. So some folks just literally not got $1,000 for hitting 2-star, but they got a $2,000 bonus check on today. Ms. LaVonda Thorne, I was a little bit jealous.
Me too.
Right. I felt some kind of way today when I got my check and I knew somebody got 2,000, right? But it's a team, so we're proud. We're happy for them, and we're going to keep moving to the next level. But guys, 3-star, 500 active ITAs, it goes to 2,000. And guys, we can go up and up and up all the way to 9-star director, 100,000 ITAs. But guys, that's 100,000 every single month. So take a look at what's actually happened. See, I'm an open-minded skeptic, so I love to open my mind and see what's available, but I'm going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. But more importantly, I want to know not what could happen, what has already happened. Guys, just 18 months in. 18 months in this exclusive partnership with IntelliTravel. See, now you're ready to switch gears a little bit now, Ms. LaVonda Thorne, because it gets serious, right? 18 months in, already over 100 directors, right? So it's not a question of whether or not does this work. We've already got the evidence. Guys, 2-star directors. Ms. LaVonda, you're hearing from one, right, who was kicked out of corporate America and now just kicked down the door to entrepreneurship. Guys, 3-star directors, their life is different. That's an extra $24,000 in just bonus, and we have several already. Now, people say, you know what, do you have folks that are really making the big money? Ladies and gents, already 3 4-star directors in the company that start the month out with $5,000 in bonus money. $5,000. And all three are already $250,000 ring earners. We're going to talk about that. But Miss LaVonda Thornton, that gentleman that we referred to earlier, that friend of yours who works at Papado's, who worked at Papado's restaurant, who was a college dropout, is a 5-star director. Guys, starting the month off with $10,000 in bonus. And I just want to be transparent on today. This is a good friend of mine, as well as a coach and mentor. And he called me today on the way picking his tab up from NBA for the card that he just wrote a check to pay off. Not to brag or boast, right? But it's about making, saving, and investing, right? But guys, he called and we just had a conversation. And while we were on the phone, Miss LaVonda Thornton, while we were on the phone, Paylution hit his account. And, right. And he got a little joke. And I could hear the smile. And I was like, hey, what's going on? Everything all right? He was like, man, Paylution just hit the account. That was $1,000. And we just had a real conversation. And I know we're flat out of time, so I'm going to keep going. But it was just a very genuine conversation. And he said, I remember, when this would have, just been a life-changing deposit. But he said, at this point, I don't even need it. I don't even need it. You know what I mean? So it's about it's not about making the money, but it's about what you can do with the money. So, I mean, philanthropy is high on his list. So the things that he was talking about doing with the excess and the overflow that he has right now was flat out phenomenal. So I'm going to get off of that because I could be there all night. But Presidential Ring and Rolex program, guys, we're going to celebrate you. We're going to make sure that we recognize you when you go out here and you help families. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about going out and making money, ladies and gents. We're out to help people. There are a lot of people that we're trying to bring home, put in a safe place where they can earn some things and change some things for their family. We're going to celebrate you at 100K. We're going to give you a sapphire ring. Again, the documentation is already there. We have several sapphire ring wearers, right, already in the company. Guys, the ruby ring wearers, we talked about them. 3 already in the company. That's $250,000 a year. Ladies and gents, put that into perspective. That's over $20,000 per month. What do you not do with $20,000 per month? And these are individuals from all walks of life, all different backgrounds, guys, earning this type of income. The diamond ring, $500K, Mr. Shedrick White, that gentleman that we talked about, earned that as well as the Rolex. And then the double diamond, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, you know as well as I do, we have folks that are climbing that are going to hit that before the year is out. And we're going to celebrate like nobody's business come New Year's Eve in Atlanta. So I'm looking forward to that as well. When it comes to being a turnkey business, guys, this is huge. I mean, we don't just show you the money. We show you how to earn it, right? We give you the tools and the support that you need so that you can be successful in a business. See, it's one thing to show you. It's another thing to give you what you need to do it. Guys, we're talking about using your smartphone. We're talking about using an app, guys, that will allow you to not only share your business, but track your business. See, right now we look at our smartphone 150 times per day. Most of that time we're scrolling social media. Now we want you to look at your phone 150 times per day and get paid every time you look. That's huge. That's what we have available to us right here, guys. When we're talking about being able to run your business from anywhere on the planet, as long as you have an internet connection, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, if I'm not mistaken, you did say you were in your bedroom, right, with your laptop running your business.
That's right.
Guys, we're talking about training and events. Ms. LaVonda Thornton, you got to talk about that real quick. We just came back from an amazing event. We have ones coming up. What are your thoughts on the training and events as we begin to close out?
Oh, I absolutely love it. You know, I was in Las Vegas when it was our convention, but we also got amazing training, and we saw Mr. Shedrick White get that diamond ring placed on his finger, and I asked him if I could put that diamond ring on my finger, right? It made it very real. But we have such servant leaders, you know, and that's what I love about this company. So no one is keeping success secrets over here. And the best way to get that are in the live events. We have phone calls. We have webinars, guys. We have all kinds of events that are taking place. We, in fact, just last weekend had an international launch convention in the UK, London. So people traveled out of the country for the very first time, and they got the same training, the same leadership that we had access to, guys. And so we're just going to go right into how much does it cost to get started, because it just makes sense, right? Well, first and foremost, guys, to start your own IntelliTravel agency where you have full access to saving money and making money on travel. You have your own booking engine, guys. It's a one-time enrollment of $179.95, less than the cost of a cell phone, guys. And it's only $39.95 per month to run an unlimited supported business. The company gives you the training and tools and everything you need to be successful with IntelliTravel. And then to start your own Planet Marketing online marketing business, it's a one-time investment of $19.95. Ladies and gentlemen, nothing to sell, no products, right? You're earning those weekly commissions, you're earning the monthly residuals, you're getting those bonuses. Guys, and the company put together a state-of-the-art website just for you. Guess what? It's only $19.95 per month to run that business, guys. Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel is the perfect marriage. So don't break them up. Partner in both businesses, guys. It's a one-time investment of $199.90. It's a perfect opportunity, guys. You're going to maximize on the travel booking and helping other people. And get this, it's only $59.90 per month. That's less than $60 a month, guys. $2 a day. We always say, when is the last time you had problems getting $2 a day? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I remember when I was a single mom, $60 per month sound like $60,000 per month. So there are times where times can be tough, right? When you lose jobs, when things start to happen. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Here in our company, you're going to make an investment so you can earn some life-changing income. So this is where we say, get back to the person who invited you to the call. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no experience needed, no paperwork, no inventory, no quotas, no requirements. It just makes sense. And this is something for everyone, guys. So guess what? The people that are stay-at-home parents, that are grandparents, that are full-time students, guys, Uber drivers, we even have a director that's a flight attendant, right? And so there's no limit to who is going to make sense of this business, guys. So you can literally share it with everyone. And it's a win-win opportunity, Mr. Stewart. People will book travel with you and you'll get paid. And they'll partner in business with you and you'll get paid. And it doesn't matter which one they choose. Either way, you are getting paid. And so with that, I want to thank you, my brother, for having me on this amazing webinar. And I know we are just excited to have been on this webinar. And get your nuggets too, because I get fired up each time that I am alongside you. And so I'm going to give it back to you, Mr. Stewart.
Oh, you know what? You said it best. I think you've closed this out. I mean, you know what? I just what I'll do is I'll say this. It's been a pleasure to have you on. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys, I mean, this is a real treat, not just for the attendees, but it's a treat for me. What you've been able to do in the travel business is just flat out amazing. And then for you to be able to sacrifice your time, and this benefits you no way financially. Right? I mean, and nobody pays you. You're doing this out of the kindness of your heart. So I appreciate that. And I think that speaks to the culture and the community here with Planet Marketing. This team, right? It's one team, one dream. We're more than a team. We're a family. We're getting it done. That's that stuff that you can't see. That's not on the slide, right? Folks want to know one of three things when they get started is, is it real? Does it work? And is somebody going to help me? And I think you proved that tonight, guys. It's absolutely real. It does work. And we're here to help you take that first step and get started. So, Ms. LaVonda Thornton, one more time, thank you so much.
Thank
Whatever
you.
you need from me, you got it. All you got to do is pick up that phone and call, and I'm there, right? And we'll get it done. So I appreciate you being on, the Travel Queen. Guys, again, get back with the person that invited you on the line tonight. Get started. Don't have a poor mentality, passing over opportunities repeatedly. Make sure you get the information so that you can get started, guys. And we look forward to seeing you in one or two places, hopefully both. That's the beach and the bank. Thanks for being on. This webinar is officially over. Have an incredible week on purpose.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.